couldn't use the damn door. Oh, sorry about that. I was coming in a little hot, but I'll get the town to fix that for you. Cool? What? Shall we begin? Okay. You okay? Just give me a second. Okay. Clearly, you've just seen the new Superman. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I did. So there's been a lot of controversy surrounding this film because of its stark contrast to the Zack Snyder films. Yeah, I've heard that. Look, I loved Man of Steel, and I loved Batman vs. Superman, the Ultimate Edition, and I loved the Snyder cut of the Justice League, but clearly I was in the minority. I don't know, I mean, it seems like a lot of people really loved those films. Unfortunately, that just isn't the case. If it were, we would have gotten more from Zack Snyder. I mean, look, the Snyder fans are very, very loyal, and they're very loud, but they're very small. If they were as big as people perceive them to be, the Snyder movies would have made more money, and we would have gotten more movies from him. And I get it. If you love something, you fight for what you love. They put themselves in every Facebook post, they put themselves in every Twitter comment, and they're constantly all over the place. They're on every trailer and every trailer reaction for this new Superman movie. They make themselves known, and they work together, and they are an incredible unit of people. But again, if they were as big as people think they are, we would be getting more Snyderverse movies, and unfortunately that just isn't the case. I mean, look at The Flash. That was a Snyderverse film, yet it only made $200 million. That's about the scope of how many Snyder fans there actually are, and that's just not enough to carry a franchise on that small of a profit for Warner Brothers, so they had to reboot. And I, for one, am just happy that I'm getting more DC. I mean, unfortunately, it's not from Zack Snyder, but at least we're getting it from somewhere, and it's from someone as great as James Gunn, who loves comic books, and he loves the DC universe. And he's given us 3 incredible superhero movies before in the Guardians trilogy, so why should anyone expect this movie to be bad if he's done nothing but prove to us that he can do this and he can adapt these comics? That does make sense, but I don't know. Even to me, the Zack Snyder films visually look better. Well, I mean, Zack Snyder is a visual storyteller. He likes to use dark shadows and rich contrasts in his movies to make things seem more cinematic. The more shadows on someone's face, the more cinematic it looks, the more moody it looks. James Gunn wanted to adapt the comic books to the big screen, and if you look at these 2 pictures, you get Snyder's visuals, which are really dark and moody and kind of scary, and then you get these comic book pictures that are very bright and vibrant and colorful, and that's kind of similar to the tone that James Gunn is doing in the movie. James Gunn wanted to adapt the comics and bring them to the big screen, whereas Snyder was trying to make everything feel like a Martin Scorsese film or like a Christopher Nolan film, and that's just not the tone that Gunn is going for. Okay, I see your point. Superman is supposed to make you feel safe, not scared. If you take a look at these 2 pictures, which one makes you feel safe and happy, and which one makes you want to listen to emo music? I mean, look at Marvel. That's a good in-between road for superhero movies and cinematic visuals and stuff like that. Marvel is meant to look like our world filled with superheroes, so it looks really grounded. James Gunn is trying to make the comic books come to life. He's trying to replicate the look and tone of a Superman comic. In this new DC world, it's not our world with heroes. It's a more fantastical world with heroes and monsters and kaiju in it. It's not supposed to resemble ours. So in a lot of ways, it's like Star Wars, just on a planet that isn't ours, but kinda resembles ours, but has a lot more fantastical elements to it. Exactly. Hey, what's up, Doc? Hopefully I'm not too early for you. What the hell is he doing here? Me? This is my time. What the hell are you doing here? Oh, I see how it is. You have a lot of nerve coming here. It's because of you that we're not getting more of Snyder's masterpiece. How is this my fault? It's because of you that we're not getting to continue the epic Zack Snyder saga. Because you didn't show up to pay money to see his movie, so Warner Brothers pulled the plug. I showed up. I did my part. It's not my fault that the general audience did not take to Zack Snyder's vision. And you know what? If I can't have what I love, you can't have what you love. And I'm going to make sure every single Snyder fan review bombs the shit out of the new Superman on Metacritic, on Rotten Tomatoes, on everything. So buckle up, because if I can't have what I want, nobody else can have what they want. Is that so? We love you. You're a fan just like us, but it's time to let the Snyderverse go. Okay?
Oh, Henry Cavill's better.
What? Why does this keep happening to me? I think I'm gonna have a heart attack. Nah, you'll be fine. Okay, so, against my better judgment, and I cannot stress this enough, I am not a Snyder cultist. But it does seem a little harsh to hard reset this universe. I mean, DC was in a bad spot. Justice League made like $600 million. $200 million less than a Batman vs. Superman movie. Aquaman made $400 million, $600 million less than the first one. The Flash, a movie with Michael Keaton returning as Batman, made $200 million. Yeah, but maybe they could have done like a soft reboot where they didn't recast everyone and they just went in a different direction and changed tones a little bit. Blue Beetle made less than $200 million. The DCU was on a decline, and people just lost faith in it and weren't showing up anymore. Yeah, but people loved it. Needed a hard reset and a fresh start, and it kind of just seems like a slap in the face to the fans of them to recast them. DC was going to die. It needed a fresh start and to become more of a family-friendly studio. Snyder was making very adult content that was bleak and gothic. Superman is supposed to be the embodiment of hope and optimism and wanting to do the right thing. It's supposed to be bright and colorful. It's supposed to make you want to leave the theater or finish the book wanting to do good and do better. It's supposed to make you feel like holding on just a little longer when the going gets tough. It's supposed to make kids want to run around the backyard with a cape and make adults want to help their neighbor. That's who Superman is, and that's what James Gunn has given us that Snyder couldn't. James Gunn understood Superman's greatest strength, and it's not his power, it's his unrelenting will to want to help people. I see your point. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what the world thinks when the box office numbers come out at the end of the month. We'll see. So, how was the movie then? How did it differ than what came before it? Really, this movie is about the jealousy that Lex has over Superman just existing. He so badly wants to be the guy everyone turns to for help during a crisis, and when Superman shows up and everyone loves him, he gets jealous. He becomes so envious that he devotes all of his time and resources in trying to kill Superman and turn the public against him. All the while, through all the hate that the world shows Superman and all the monsters and bad guys Lex throws his way, he continues to fight to keep his North Star and help people in the face of such hatred. The movie's about the struggle of keeping your humanity and being human when the going gets tough, and even though he has all these powers, he's human just like everybody else. Waking up every day and putting one foot in front of the other, just trying to do the best that he can. It's so relatable on a human level, because who doesn't do the same thing? Who doesn't wake up in the morning and just try to be the best version of yourself you could be that day? You go to work against all odds, when you're in a bad mood, a good mood, and you put one foot in front of the other. That is... Wait. I'm not done. The chemistry between him and Lois is off the charts. I'm convinced they actually fell in love off screen because it's just so pure. All the performances from everyone is amazing. Rachel Brosnahan as Lois, Jimmy Olsen has his own little side plot that's really funny. All the humor works. Nicholas Hoult is remarkable as Lex. He's just so vile and evil, and you just want to see him get punched in the face so bad. But he chews the scene of every frame he's in. Guy Gardner, Nathan Fillion, is definitely getting knocked out in the Justice League movie, just like in the comic book for being an asshole. And Mr. Terrific might have the second best fight scene in the whole film, only behind the final battle that Superman is in. He is fantastic in this, and I cannot wait to see what else they do with him in future installments in this universe.
Yeah,
Wait! I am not done. And Krypto. Oh my god, Krypto. He steals the movie for me. He has some of the best moments and one of the best payoffs at the end of this film. I'm a big dog guy, and boy, did James Gunn deliver with him. But at the end of the day, it's David Cornsweet. He's not just playing Superman, he is Superman. He embodied this role to perfection, and I can't wait to see what else he's going to do in this universe. And the relationship with Ma and Pa Kent, I'm not kidding, had me tearing at one point when Pa Kent is giving him a speech about being proud of him. I cried literally twice in this film.
You cried during a Superman movie?
Yes, I cried. Sue me. Now look, the movie isn't perfect. It's really hard to make a perfect film. It has some bad CGI, and although I laughed at pretty much all of the jokes, there were a lot of people in the theater that didn't, so clearly not all of the jokes land. But other than that, it's just pure perfection. DC is on the right track, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for it. James Gunn understood the assignment, and he gave us the Superman movie that the world needs right now, that I need right now. I give it a 9 out of 10. It's just so different than anything we've gotten before. It's literally the Justice League Unlimited comic panels jumping off of the page and onto the big screen. In a lot of ways, it feels a lot like the comics fused with the My Adventures with Superman anime show that was on HBO. It's like those two tones clashing together, and it just makes the perfect type of summer blockbuster Superman movie. I loved it. Yeah, it definitely does sound like a take that we haven't gotten before. It is. The world has normalized turning a blind eye to helping others, to suppress wanting to be a good neighbor and just focusing on yourselves. It's made us selfish and bitter. We talk down to people and make fun of them for showing any sign of emotions like it's a form of weakness. Superman shows us that it isn't, and that helping others and showing your emotions on your sleeve is a sign of strength in the face of cowards who hide behind a keyboard and attack people for doing what they aren't brave enough to do themselves. I mean, he kinda sounds woke, a Superman that cares about people's feelings.
Wait.
There's nothing woke about caring and showing compassion towards others. People with that kind of mentality are literally part of the problem with today's society. Do not be a part of the problem. Be a part of the solution. Be better than these dumb, basement-dwelling idiots that think that if you shed a tear over something you love, it makes you weak.
Okay, Jesus.
Wow, asshole. This isn't just the Superman movie that we need right now, but the movie that the world needs right now, given the condition that it's in, to remind us how to behave towards each other. We're all one people, all breathing the same air, and we need to be kind to each other. That's the overall message you get leaving this film. Are you getting emotional? Look, I know it's just a movie about a hero doing the right thing. About a guy in a cape saving people and cats from trees and whatnot. But there's something about this movie and this score that just unlocks a core memory from deep down inside me. I used to grow up watching the Christopher Reeves films with my grandma and grandpa. I thought Batman was your favorite. It was. But my grandma was always afraid of watching the Batman movies by Tim Burton because she thought that the Joker and the Penguin were horrifying. So we watched Superman. I lost her last year, and for the first time since then, watching this trailer and watching this movie, I feel connected to her again. And that's because James Gunn understood the assignment. He understood what made the Christopher Reeves movie work as well as they did. And he brings that heart here. She sounds like a great woman. She was the best. And in a lot of ways, she was my Superman. You know, I think I'll give this film a chance after all. You should. Make your own opinion before judging it and stop listening to everybody else. You might just walk out of the theater loving it and surprise yourself. And to you, James Gunn, thank you for bringing me this movie and making me feel close to this person that I love one more time. And to all you viewers watching, look up, because you're not prepared for how special this film really is. It literally inspires you to be a better person by the end of this film. And isn't that what the movie-going experience is all about? It's getting a glimpse into worlds and religions that we wouldn't see on our own. It teaches us a little bit about other cultures and the way that people take care of their own, and makes us want to be a better person by the end of a really inspiring film. And that is the beauty of cinema. And as always, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll catch you next time.